Okay, let me set this to the side. I think that's everything. So if you are ready, let's begin. We're going to go ahead and start in mountain pose. So I invite you to stand with me here. Just stand near the top of your mat with your feet about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. And for now, we'll just have our arms just relaxed down by our sides, maybe just palms just facing your body. Even actually, just do a little roll of the shoulders, maybe a couple circles of your shoulders. You can roll them back and down. Nice long neck. And just start to tune into your breath. Just slow, steady breaths in and out. You might breathe in deeply through your nose and a nice exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And then just continue with slow, steady breathing in and out. Now, as we stand in mountain pose, we feel a good alignment throughout the entire body. You want to feel an even distribution of weight from left to right. Just be aware if you might be shifting and kind of sitting to your left or sitting to your right, but finding that balance, finding that centering. And once you have that established, let's just tune in a little bit more to the breath. So we're just going to inhale, and when you breathe in, a nice full breath, feel your breath rising upward to fill up your lungs. Very expansive. And then your exhale, we're going to engage our belly. So with that, we're going to draw the navel inward towards spine. It's a light contraction of your abdominal muscles. So again, you'll inhale, lift and lengthen through your spine. Nice expansiveness there. Filling up your lungs, exhaling, drawing belly in. Light contraction here. So this is the abdominal lock. Since we are doing some balancing work, we want to be aware of our center, this core connection, because it will help us with balance. Let's just take a couple more breaths here, and then we'll get moving. Go ahead and take 3 more breaths. And then when you're ready to move, inhale and extend your arms overhead. So this is our first extension, reaching up, nice stretch. Exhale, let's fold forward. So a good hinge from your hips, bend your knees as much as you need to, and just make your way down. Maybe you're able to touch your toes. And you can perhaps if you bend your knees quite a bit. Then inhale, slide your hands up to your knees or your thighs to fully extend your spine. There's a nice extension. Exhale, we'll fold. Let's hold here for a few moments. Since a lot of our work will be some balancing and working on our legs, we want to get this initial stretch sensation down through the hamstrings. So I'm going to suggest that you kind of lean forward a little bit towards your toes, even gripping your mat with your toes so you don't topple over. And by doing so, you're going to feel an engagement perhaps in your hamstrings. If you like, you can also just hang heavily forward, loosen up your back, your shoulders, even your neck. Maybe a little sway left and right with your torso, your upper body. Then start to shift your weight back into your heels now. You're going to bend your knees, let your hips drop like you're going to sit down into a low chair. Look forward, sweep your arms out to the side, then inhale to stand up nice and tall. Reach up into the air, hold there for an extra second. Lift, exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Very good. Hold for a moment, just take a breath. We're going to repeat that same sequence. We'll pick up the pace just a little bit. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms into the air, reach high. Exhale, lead with your heart, fold forward, bent knees, make your way down, maybe touching the ground or your toes or maybe just your shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Feel the top of your head lead you forward. Feel that good extension right there. Exhale, let's fold, back down. Hold for a second. Feel this stretch in the hamstrings. Shift your weight back into your heels. Bend your knees, let your hips drop, look forward. Sweep your arms out, stand up tall. Inhale, reach high. There you go. Exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Well done. Hold for a moment, take a breath or two. Nice. We're going to continue with our sun salutation. We'll start with series A. Inhale, take your arms into the sky. Exhale, let's fold forward. Take your time, bend your knees. Inhale, rise up halfway, full length of spine. This exhale, bend your knees enough so you can bring your palms to the mat in front. Step or walk both of your feet back into plank pose. Let's hold here for a few breaths so we can feel the full extension through the entire body. Just like in mountain pose. Here, feeling an energy moving through the top of your head and even through the heels of your feet. So moving in these opposite directions so you feel this good extension. Now breathe in. As you exhale, bend your knees a little bit, then send your hips into the air, and this should guide you into downward facing dog. Feel free to make any adjustments with your feet and your hands on your mat. Just help settle into the pose, and we'll pause here. You can just hold the position and just focus on your breath and experience the pose. Or add a little bit of movement by pedaling the feet. You might press one heel down as the other heel lifts and then alternate. I might even suggest when you press that heel down, hold it there for a quick second so you can feel that nice stretch quality. Okay, we'll be working with legs, extending the legs. So we want to get some lengthening in the calf muscles too. Let your knees bend. Your hips might shift side to side. Couple more on each side. Then hold in stillness for a moment in down dog. Take a breath in. As you exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, extend your spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up to standing. Reach high. Exhale, hands together and down to your heart. Good. Hold for a moment. Take a breath or two. We're going to move right away into series B. Inhale, take the arms into the air. This exhale, we take chair pose or a chair-like position. It's called Utkatasana, which actually means fierce pose. Breathe in, extend your arms out, and exhale, dive out of your seat down towards your toes, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Feel some lengthening in the spine and your legs here. Exhale, bend your knees, folding so you can bring your hands to the mat. Walk, step, or even hop back into plank pose. Breathe in for length. Exhale, finish the push-up if you can. Coming down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. You can even do cobra right there. And exhale, downward facing dog. Continuing, you'll inhale, extend your right leg up behind you, reaching back. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, landing near right hand. Left heel turns to the floor. Make sure you settle some weight into that back foot so the hands become light so you can inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, fold again, bring your hands back down to the ground. That's good, that's it. Step back into plank pose, finish your push-up, or take that shortcut to down dog if you'd like. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Make sure you're on the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale, extend left leg up into the air, reaching away. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel turns to the ground. Find that balance between both feet. Hands are light. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look straight ahead. Exhale, fold, hands plant back down into the ground. Stepping back again, plank, finishing your flow. We'll meet up together in downward facing dog. Hold there for a breath or two in this upside down position. And we're going to go to the ground. You can just kneel down or hop forward, cross your legs, take a seat. Sit in the center of your mat so you can then lie down onto your back. While you're lying down, I'm just going to adjust my mat and I'll meet you there. So we're going to lie down with knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Take a moment first just to settle into the pose. Now, before we lift up into bridge pose, let's do another extension. Okay, we're going to extend the left leg onto the floor. So left leg extends on the ground. Draw right knee into chest. Then extend this right leg up into the air. Don't worry if you can't fully extend the leg. For this one, just hold on to the leg. Now you could grab your strap and wrap it around the foot, but that's okay at this moment. You don't have to because we're not going to be here too long. I just want you to get this sensation of just extending the leg, even if you need to put a slight bend in the knee. We're not going to hold here too long. One more breath. And then go ahead and bend that right knee again, hug it in towards chest, then extend that leg onto the mat. Hug the left knee in, same thing, and then up into the air. Again, don't worry if it doesn't fully extend. It doesn't have to at all. Okay, I mean, just hold on to this leg with both hands perhaps for a little stability so you can keep it up in the air. If it can fully extend, feel free. Even press through the heel of the foot or the balls of the foot or pointed toes. 2 more breaths here. All right, bend the knee, hold it in towards chest. Bring both knees into chest. And then just set both feet onto the ground so the knees are still bent. Now we're ready for bridge. We're going to inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, press low back into the floor. Navel draws down towards spine, and then peel yourself up away from the ground so the hips lift right there. Now you can use your hands and just actually lift yourself up and hold yourself up if you want, or slide a couple of blocks underneath you to sit on. I need to adjust my body here. There we go. And then for upper body, I would suggest bending the elbows and press down into the ground with the arms to lift and open up through the chest. You can even get the shoulders a little bit more underneath you if you can. Squeezing shoulder blades together just to engage and support upper back, more expansiveness in the chest. Now really root down. Actually, do this with me. If you're not doing this, bending the arms, pushing into the ground with the arms, do that now because we're going to need some extra stability for this next little part. We're going to extend the legs again. Inhale, push into the ground with the arms and both feet. As you exhale, extend right leg up into the air. Again, don't worry if the leg doesn't fully extend or straighten. That's okay. If there's a bend in the knee, that's okay. Let's bring it right back down. Plant both feet into the ground. Be sure the hips are still lifting. Ground yourself. Inhale, other side. Exhale, extend left leg up into the air, reaching. And maybe this extended leg helps you to lift up into the air. Okay, that's a very strong posture. Okay, go ahead and bend the knee, place the foot back down, feel balanced. Wiggle both feet forward, reach both arms up into the air, and then roll down to the ground. Let's extend the body here. Extend the legs forward, reach your arms behind you if you have room. Reach in these opposite directions. Get that nice lengthening effect through the body. And then once again, bring both knees to chest. We're going to start rocking forward and back. Give yourself enough momentum so when you have a good exhale, you're able to rock your way up to seated so you can come to boat pose. We'll just sit up nice and tall with an extended spine. Start to lean back, maintaining that length in the spine. As you lean back, the feet should become light so they can just lift, just float off the mat right there. And maybe your shins are parallel to the floor, nice energized feet. Maybe flexing the feet or pointing your toes. Nice long neck. Even lift your chin up a little bit. And you can see I'm holding on to my legs. That's just really helping me to stay balanced and stable and lifted. But if you can, with a little bit more engagement in the belly, maybe you can release and reach out with the arms. Okay, we're going to move. We're going to breathe in right here. Exhale, cross legs. If you can, roll forward onto the hands, hop or step back plank pose. Feel the length and strength in your body. Let's take a shortcut to down dog. Bend your knees, hips into the air, downward facing dog. Back to our lunges. Inhale, extend right leg up behind you, reach. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, back to warrior one. Left heel turns to the floor, ground. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, open to warrior two. Right there. Hold for a moment. Settle in. Nice extension out through the arms, nice deep lunge. Then our side angle pose. Let's reach out, angled upper body, then rotate your arm so your right arm comes down, maybe to mid-thigh, inner thigh, left hand reaching into the air. Now this is where you could use your blocks, meaning you could go lower so your hand, this right hand, comes to the blocks or the ground if you want to go much lower than that. Let's take this left arm overhead or bring this left arm closer towards your left ear. Turn your palm so it's facing the floor like this and just keep reaching. So more extension. So lengthening through the whole left side of your body. More breath. Good. Let's breathe in. And our exhale, we'll carefully turn. Bring the hands to the ground. Let's step back into plank pose. Hold. Take a shortcut down dog. Then inhale, extend left leg up into the air. And exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel turns to the ground. Establish that balance on 2 feet. Inhale, rise up, reach up, warrior 1. And exhale, warrior 2. Same thing, just settle into your pose. Make sure this left knee is pointing directly forward. Nice extension out through your arms. Side angle, reach out over your left thigh, angled upper body, rotate your arms. Remember, this left hand can come down lower to the ground or stacked blocks. This is where I typically land in my pose. I like to bring the forearm maybe just to the inner thigh with a good extension of this right hand up into the air. And then follow this right hand over your head with the palm facing the ground, fingertips reaching out to extend down through the right side of your body. Couple more breaths. And then we'll breathe in. And our exhale so we can turn. Bring hands back down to the ground. Step back into plank pose. You can take the shortcut again to down dog or finish your push-up. Come down, chaturanga, take cobra pose or up dog, and downward facing dog. Hold for a moment. Then with a good exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet back up to the top of your mat. Stay on your feet. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bent knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way back up. Reach up high. Exhale, hands to your heart. There we are. Good, just take a breath. All right, let's start getting into our balance work. We'll start with tree pose. So first, establishing balance on 2 feet. And then when you're ready, start shifting weight over into your right foot. Press firmly and strongly down into the ground. Nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. Your exhale to draw belly in. Then when you're ready, float the left foot up. Bend the knee, flex the foot. All right, there, it just gives the leg more energy. Then we're gonna swing the leg out to the side, just opening up through the hip and placing foot on the inside of your standing leg. I always go to my calf. You can always bring it up higher to your inner thigh or lower, touching the ground. When you're ready, inhale, let's sweep the arms up into the air. Let's continue that nice extension work, lifting. Okay, balancing on one foot. Find something to focus on out in front of you. It could even be on the floor. Find your breath. See if we can hold this a little bit longer, and it's okay if you lose your balance. You probably can feel the workings of the foot that's on the mat, your leg. All right, keep arms extended. Let's swing that left knee forward, lift knee, and then set foot on the ground. And bring your arms down by your side so everything can relax here. Feel free to roll your shoulders. There we are. All right, let's get set up for the other side. So start shifting weight into your left foot when you're ready. Root down so you really feel that connection to the ground with the foot. You might even feel your thigh muscle engage. Feel nice and tall here, lengthen spine. Feel this sensation straight up and down. You're not leaning, nice and tall. Exhale, let's float the right foot up, bend the knee, flex the foot for energy, swing the knee out to the side or even the corner of the room there. To get that hip opener, placing foot on the inside of the standing leg. Still nice and tall here, but we can get taller still as we now inhale, reach up into the air, reach high, lift, like you're reaching up to grab something that's above you, even trying to touch the ceiling. That will lift and lengthen you through your torso, which may open up your hip a little bit more, so this right knee might even point a bit more towards the side of the room. Find something to focus on out in front of you or down on the ground. Let's hold a little bit longer. We're challenging our balance. Good. Let's keep the arms extended. Let's swing right knee forward, lift knee with the flexed foot, plant the foot down, arms back down by your side. Let's roll the shoulders. Good. All right, we're going to go back to our flow. Mountain pose. Here we go. Inhale, reach into the air. Let's take chair pose again on the exhale. So sit back into the seat. Once in the seat, inhale, more extension out through your arms. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, monkey pose, sliding hands up to your shins. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to the mat, walk, step, or hop back, plank pose. Once in plank, right away, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend right leg up into the air. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, warrior one. So we're flowing, we're in good motion here. Left heel plants into the ground. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Quick adjustments if you need to. And then right away to side angle, reach out, angled upper body, rotate your arms. Right hand comes down, but keep following this left arm overhead. Reach so you get that side body stretch. Inhale, reach more. Exhale, turn, bring hands down to the ground. Let's step back into plank pose. Finish your flow, and that could be a shortcut to down dog or some variation of a flow that you've created, and then make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, extend left leg up into the air. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel plants down behind you. Find that balance. Inhale, float your way up. And exhale, opening to warrior two. If you're behind, that's okay. Just take your time. Side angle pose, angled upper body, rotate your arms. Right hand comes up and overhead, reach through your fingertips. Feel that length through the right side body. Let's breathe in, extend more. Exhale, turn, hands back down to the ground. Step back, plank pose. Complete your series. Let's meet together in downward facing. Hold. Okay, in a moment, we're going to go back down to the ground. You can just kneel down to take a seat or hop forward, cross your legs and take a seat. Now we're going to do a seated forward fold in a moment. Again, I'm just adjusting my mat. So you want to maybe scoot back so you can extend your legs out front. And you may want to use a strap for this if you want. You don't have to, but you're welcome to. So have it ready. But our first pose is just staff pose. So full straight legs. Flex your feet here just to keep the legs straight and strong. Hands on the mat by your hips. Okay, push into the mat. See how my shoulders are hunched forward? Okay, you want to roll them back. Lift up tall by pressing into the ground with the hands, looking directly forward. As we inhale, we just feel the length in this L shape, up through the spine, down through the legs. Exhale, pull belly in. Couple more breaths. Okay, you can just soften here for a moment. So you kind of remember this L shape. Okay, so nice long, tall torso, legs extended out front. Just kind of keep that in mind. All righty. All right, let's take our forward fold. And again, you're welcome to use a strap. Okay, you can just wrap the strap around the bottoms of your feet. Again, this is just an option because you can certainly fold without using the strap. But here's how you can use it. All right, so you want to still sit up tall, and a way to sit up tall is just to kind of tug on the strap. It just kind of lifts you up, feeling like your chest is going forward. Inhale, get tall in your spine. Exhale, pull belly in. Then another little tug or pull of the strap so you are folding forward. It's like it allows you to come forward. Lead with your heart and your chin going forward there. It doesn't even have to be that far, especially if you're keeping your legs straight and maybe you have tight hamstrings. Maybe you don't have to go very far to get the sensation that you need. If you want to go farther, you're always welcome to bend your knees a little bit and even round your spine. If you're able to reach out and grab your feet or your toes, you're welcome to do that too. So it could be something like this, maybe your peace fingers reaching out, looping them around your big toes. So that could be your pose as well if you're not using the strap. Okay, a couple more breaths. We really want our legs to experience this nice extension work. All right, let's rise back up so we have that fully extended spine, and then you can relax. You can go ahead and set your strap to the side. Keep it handy. We will be using that again. All right, let's lean back. Let's go right into boat pose. So you're just going to lean back so you can bend your knees. Hold on to the on the bend of the knees so you can get that re-extension of spine. Lean back more. Lift your feet. Engage your belly. Maybe releasing the legs if you want. You can always hold on though. Let's move. Breathing in. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front. Hop or step back, plank pose. Hold. Good extension. Bend the knees a little. Send your hips into the air. We're just taking a shortcut to down dog. Let's inhale, extend right leg up into the air. Let's hold that for a moment. Reach through your toes. Hands pushing into the mat, so feel your straight, strong arms. And with this left foot still on the ground, press the heel towards the ground. So you feel that calf stretch. And now rise up high on your tiptoes so it lifts you a little bit higher. Inhale. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to high lunge. So we're just going to keep that back foot exactly how it is. We're going to inhale, rise up, reach up. This takes some balance. This is our high lunge position. Okay, so that left heel is lifted behind us, all 10 toes, your hips, your chest, all facing forward. We're going to inhale, exhale, open to a warrior two. We're going to set this up for triangle. So we're going to straighten the right leg. So more hamstring stretching. So straighten this front leg, reach out over that front leg, reach, rotate arms right there. So just reaching straight up for this one. Nice lengthening through the hamstring. We're going to do something with the foot that might stabilize the hips and maybe take you a little deeper into the pose. All you're going to do is lift your toes, just lift your toes in front, push into the mat with the heel and the balls of the foot, which will really stabilize the joints, and you might be able to go a little deeper. Try that. We're just lifting the toes, really bearing down into the mat with the heel and the balls of the foot, stabilizing the hips. So that may allow you to go a little deeper. Okay, we're going to bend this right knee, lunge, come back up through a warrior two so you can reverse your warrior. So we get another nice extension and right side body stretch. Reach into the air. Now we're going to windmill, bring both hands down to the mat, and just step back into down dog with both feet on the ground. We'll do the other side. Then inhale, extend left leg into the air, exhale, hold. Stay here. Really reach through your toes, hands press into the ground. Let's be aware of the right foot. Push or press the right heel towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch the mat, but you can feel that change in sensation in your calf muscle, even the top of the foot. Now rise up onto your tiptoes. So you're lifting a little higher. Inhale. And then exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. High lunge. So all 10 toes still pointing forward. That right heel still lifted. We're rising up, reaching up into the air. Hold. For some more balance and stability, just squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Just feel the legs engage. Then we'll inhale and open with an exhale to warrior two. Let's set it up for our triangle pose. So we're lengthening the left leg. Stay tall in the upper body. Reach out over this left leg with the left hand. Rotate your arms. So this is our initial pose. You can stay just like this, staying up high in the posture, but you're always welcome to go a little lower. But to help stabilize a little bit more, let's engage the leg. That's why we're lifting the toes, Root down, bear down into the ground with the heel. Feel the hamstring engage. Hip stabilizes. May allow you to tip a little deeper. Deeper breaths as well. Okay, coming out of the pose, we're going to bend the left knee for a nice lunge. Coming back up through a warrior two. Reverse your warrior, so your left hand now reaching into the air. And then we'll windmill. Bring the hands down to the ground. Let's step back into down dog, both feet on the ground. Hold. With a good exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet back up to the top of the mat. Inhale to extend your spine, even your legs a little bit more. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bend your knees, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way back up to standing. Reach up into the sky. And exhale, hands down to your heart. Good, just take a breath. All right, let's do some more balancing work. Okay, we're gonna go, we did tree pose. That was our first balance. We're gonna do something that's similar to tree, okay? And then we're gonna do another balancing to get the leg extended. We're gonna be using the strap for that. Okay, so let's start in mountain pose. So this is some good balancing work, mountain pose. Start shifting your weight into your right foot, root down. Feel tall in the spine, inhale. Exhale, engage, belly. Float left foot up. Okay, let's turn knee out to the side. Now we're not going to place the foot here. Just keep it here, but take your left hand, catch hold just below the knee, and keep lifting. Just keep like you're keeping it up into the air. Flex this foot or point the toes. Energize this foot. We're also going to extend, we're going to extend this arm out to the side. And just feel yourself kind of opening up. Okay, so this is our first balance in this portion of the sequence. We're just holding this knee up, balancing with this other extended arm. Okay, let's bring this left knee forward, plant the foot back down into the ground. Let's take both arms up into the air and then arms down by your side. All right, so not too difficult, okay, but you can see how it's kind of similar to tree. We're just keeping the foot away and holding on to it. Also be aware of this. Could you just see my body, how I'm kind of leaning, okay? Now what we're gonna try to do is maintain a nice lengthened spine, just really as tall as can be with this leg lifted, okay? All right, let's set it up. Mountain pose, if you're not there already. Shifting weight into left foot, root down, tall, long spine, core connected. Then we'll float that right foot up, swing it out, catch it with the hand, lift it a little higher if you're able, keep that foot energized, left hand out to the side. Even open up. It's when I mean by open is this hand here, it's like reaching back, like I'm opening up through the chest, and I'm opening here, so the knee is moving a little bit more towards the side of the room. Nice and tall. Be aware if you're leaning. Tall, we're trying to lift up out of the pelvis a little bit. Again, finding something out in front of you or down low to focus on. Good job. Let's swing this knee forward, plant the foot down, both arms into the air to reestablish balance and alignment, arms down by your side. Good. All right, shake that out. Get some water if you want to. Let me just show you what we're going to be doing now with the strap. Just watch. I'm just going to place this under my left foot, but since I'm kind of mirroring you, maybe it's my right foot. Okay, so shifting weight into the free foot there, root down, marionette puppet, I'm lifting this foot, taking it out to the side, just like before, arm out for balance. And then I'm gonna extend this leg. I need to change my hand on the strap. Okay, then I can extend this leg, but maybe you can't fully extend it, but that's okay. Maybe you can, maybe point the toes. So we're here. So the strap just really helps us to keep hold of that foot in the air. So we're going out to the side. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so go ahead and grab your strap. Let's go ahead and place it underneath. Let's see, let's place it underneath the left foot, underneath your left foot. so that your right foot can root into the ground, okay? So right foot roots down, nice and tall. Nice lengthened spine, core connected. Marionette puppet, we're lifting the left foot, swinging it out to the side. I'm changing my hand on the strap a little bit, okay? Then out to the side, right hand out to the right side there. This is our starting point. And then start extending this leg. Even if it doesn't fully extend, don't worry about it. Just reach. Push through the heel since we've got the strap on it. Just push through the heel so the leg has some energy. Okay, so the leg is going out to one side. That's why we have the arm going out to the opposite side. So we're extending in these opposite directions, left and right, and then also up and down. Okay, that rooted foot in the crown of your head. Let's bend this knee that's in the air, swing it forward, plant the foot. Okay, just take that one arm up into the air and then back down. Well done. Okay, let's do the other side. Setting everything up. So return to your mountain pose. Okay, so rooting down into the left foot now, root into the ground. Lengthen spine as you inhale, core connected. We'll float that right foot up. The marionette puppet. Adjusting my hand on the strap. Swing the knee out to the side. Left hand out to the side to establish some balance. Maybe this is your pose. Maybe you just want to stay here. That's fine. Then extend this leg as best as you can. Don't worry if it's not parallel to the ground. It could be way down here. Pushing through the heel. Reaching out through this left hand. Nice and tall. Good. Okay, let's bend this knee, swing it forward, plant the foot, one arm up, one arm down. Very nice. Good job. Okay, let's release the strap for now. Place it on the mat or on the ground here. Let's get to another flow. Let's just keep the body in motion. Here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. You know, those hamstrings are getting a little bit more lengthened. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat, hop or step back. Plank, come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend right leg straight up. Warrior one, so right foot with an exhale comes to the top of the mat. Left heel plants to the ground. Rise up, inhale, reach. Exhale, open warrior two. Let's take side angle, reach out, rotate arms, follow left arm overhead, left side body extension, inhale. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor, follow me. We're gonna take this right foot, sweep it back and up into the air, return to down dog. Right leg lifted. Inhale for length. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Find that balance so the hands can easily rise. Squeeze to inner thighs for balance, instability in the lower body. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open, warrior two, but set up for triangle. Straighten the right leg. Reach out over that right leg. Rotate the arms. Once you've rotated, we're going to lift those toes, root, maybe going a little deeper. Breathe in. As we exhale, bend the right knee, just kind of sinking into a lunge. Come back up through a warrior two, reverse your warrior, reaching right hand up into the air. Windmill, hands down to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Come down, chaturanga. Up dog. And downward facing. Right away, other side. Inhale, extend left leg up. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Warrior one. Take your time if you need to. Exhale, open, warrior two. Side angle, reach out, rotate your arms, follow the right hand overhead, reach through your fingertips, extending through right side body. Inhale. Exhale, turn, hands to the ground. Back to down dog. Sweep this left foot back and right up into the air, extending. Your exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Find that balance, hands are light, rise up. Squeeze to inner thighs, reach high. Inhale, a little bit of a lift, unlock the hips so you can open up to warrior two. Right away, set up, triangle, straighten the left leg, reach out over that left leg, rotate arms. Once you've rotated, lift your toes, root, engage, tip more if you're able, not much. Okay, inhale right here. Exhale, bend this left knee, lunge, back up through warrior two, reverse your warrior. Reach up into the sky. Windmill, hands down to the ground. Step back, plank pose. Finish that sequence. There's our up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. All right, hold for a second. We're going back up to standing. Jump, step, or walk. Both feet back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up, reach high. Exhale, arms down by your side. Excellent. All right, take another quick break. We're going to go back to that balancing series, changing it up just a little bit as an option. We can go back to version 1, which was this, of course, using the strap. I'm just going to hop into it quickly, okay? This out to the side, extending, something like this, okay? This is where you can end up again. Or if you're adventurous, you may want to try without the strap. Here's how we can get into that. Just watch. Here's my mountain pose. I'm shifting weight into the left foot. I'm lifting the right foot, but high enough so I can take my peace fingers, reach down, find that big toe. Once I've got it, because I kind of hunched over to get it, I need to get nice and tall here. My left hand's going out to the side. I'm extending the foot forward and then taking it out to the side, like that. Okay? So we've got some options. Okay, either using the strap or without the strap, grabbing the big toe. I'm going to do it without the strap, okay? So I'll guide you through that part. So let's return to mountain pose. So we're going to keep the, let's see, we're rooting down into the left foot to lift the right. So wrap the strap around the right foot. Nice and tall here. Take a breath. Okay, here we go. Start shifting weight into the left foot. Root down. Picking up the right. If you're free-handed, peace fingers, reach down, find big toe. If you rounded the spine to get there, re-extend spine, nice and tall. Extend left arm out to the side. Extend leg forward and then out to the side, or just take the leg out to the side if you're using a strap. Ooh, losing balance. There we go. Okay, swing that leg forward. And let's release foot to the ground. If you're holding onto the strap, one arm up. If you're free-handed, both arms up, and then both arms down. Great. Not very easy, but a nice attempt, right? Just to try things out, something a little different to challenge the body. All right, so switch strap to the other foot, back to mountain pose. Take a breath so you can just kind of get stable, arrive in the moment. And then start shifting weight into the right foot, root, lifting left, peace fingers if you're free-handed, find big toe. Rounded spine turns into an extended spine, right arm out to the side. As you're able, extend leg forward, and then swing it out to the side. Focusing on something out in front of you, or even down low. Again, don't worry if you lose your balance. Great job. Yes. Let's bring that leg forward. Bend the knee. Release the foot. One hand or two hands up into the air. And then down by your side. Excellent. All righty. Whew, good job. Okay, if you're using a strap, you're done with that. Place it on the ground beside you. Let's come back up to mountain pose. One more quick flow, and then we'll do our closing work on the ground. Inhale, sweep your arms up into the air. Exhale, chair pose. Breathe in more extension out through your arms. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, monkey pose. Feel the extended back and legs here. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, hands to the mat. Just step back into plank pose. Re-extending body, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. And we'll take another seat. Hop forward, cross legs to take your seat or just kneel down. Take a seat. We are gonna lie down. We're gonna repeat that leg extension we did earlier. This time we will use the strap if you'd like to. Okay, so have that handy. Lying down, but first just lie down with knees bent, feet on the ground, and just relax for a moment. While you're relaxing, let's get that strap in the hands. Let's get it ready. Let's start by extending the left leg onto the ground. Flex the left foot. That will just keep that leg active and strong. Bring right knee towards chest. It'll lift the foot. And then this is where you can wrap your strap around the bottom of the foot, or grab your big toe if you can. When you're ready, extending this right leg into the air. Again, it doesn't have to be an absolutely straight leg. If you need to bend the knee, bend your knee. If you can't reach your toes, don't worry about it. Just use your strap, or if you don't have a strap, just hold on to the back of your leg. But let's activate this foot. If it's in the strap, flex, feel the heel reaching for the ceiling, and just notice that there's a nice energy through this leg. If you got a strap here, or if you're holding onto the big toe, just a gentle tug, like you're sending your toes back behind you over your head. A little bit more extension. All right, let's bend this knee. If you can, if you've got a strap, keep the foot in the strap, and then just pick up the other foot and just switch, if you can, right there. And then extend the right leg onto the ground. Flex the foot, flex the right foot so that leg stays active. And now we're working this left side. So a nice straight leg as best as you can, or keep a slight bend in the knee. Pushing through the heel, reaching for the ceiling. Feel what's happening through the hamstring, through the calf muscle. Couple more breaths as it's creating spaciousness, and that's what we're thinking about, is spaciousness in that leg. And then maybe a little tug of the strap, sending the toes back behind you. Just emphasizing a little bit more of that stretch in the hamstring. If that's too much, lighten it up. All right, just 2 more breaths here. Okay, we'll bend the left knee. Let's release the strap. Place it on the floor. You're done with that. Hug both knees to chest. And guess what? We're going to extend both legs into the air. Now with the feet, since they're not in straps, you can flex the feet so your heels are reaching for the ceiling, or you can kind of press or push through the balls of your feet or point your toes, or do all three, which is actually quite nice for your feet and your ankles. So you can kind of flex, push through the balls of the feet, point toes, and just notice those sensations. And since the legs are extended in the air and they need support, I'm just holding on to the legs here. All right, so this is our extended balancing work. A lot of extending in our practice. Okay, go ahead and bend your knees again. Hug the knees into your chest. Choose a hip opener that you like. It could be happy baby pose. It could be reclining cobbler's pose. Just something to get into the inner thighs a little bit. It also get some of that extension out of the hamstring since the knees are bent. And just start emphasizing some other parts of the body. Hips, of course, maybe your low back. You can do one of those hip openers or a variety if you like several. Or maybe you have a favorite that you like to do. Let's go ahead and take 3 more breaths. Bring the knees together, hug them in. Extend the left leg out in front of you again. You can just keep that, well, actually, go ahead and flex that foot, left foot flexed. We're gonna do half happy baby pose. Even if you already did happy baby, let's do half happy baby pose, which means this, you're gonna flex the right foot, send the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling, grab hold of the bottom of the foot, press down. So the knee is coming down towards the ground on the outside of the body. Now this is the pose. You might find that you can get a little deeper into the hips because you're only doing one leg at a time. So you can hold just like this, and just for extra credit, you don't have to do this. Since we're doing extension work, what you could do is take your peace fingers of this right hand, loop it around the big toes, and extend the leg. Kind of very similar to what we did standing. So if that right leg is going out to the side, left arm goes out to the opposite side, just like in that standing pose. Again, this is an option. You can just stay in the happy baby position. 2 more breaths. Okay, I'm going back to happy baby right here. And then we can release, extend the leg out onto the floor, out in front, and maybe extend both arms behind you. Yes, so you can lengthen and stretch. And then we'll get into the other side. So let's go ahead and draw the left knee into chest, catch it with both hands. Be sure to flex your right foot to activate it. And then half happy baby pose. So just holding onto the bottom of the foot, which is reaching for the ceiling. Press down gently. So the knee is coming down towards the floor. Gently there to open up through the hip. Stay just like this. Or if you'd like, peace fingers can wrap around that big toe and extend the leg out to the side while the right arm reaches to the other side. This just keeps you a little bit more balanced, okay? Since that left leg is heavy out to the left side, we want some balance. So an active reach through your right arm out to the right side if you'd like. And also flexing the right foot because it'll energize that right side. A couple more breaths. All right, we'll bring it back to center. Let's release the foot, extend the leg, same extension. Reach both arms behind you, legs forward. Good, now go ahead and hug both knees into chest again. Let's take a twist. We'll start by taking the knees over to the left side, right arm off to the right side. Not going to be here too long, so I want to give you time in Shavasana. So maybe just one more breath. Come back up to center when you're ready. You can even give yourself another hug. And then knees off to the right. And maybe another full breath or two. And then when you feel complete, come back up to center and go ahead and extend the legs out in front, arms down by your side so you can rest and relax in Shavasana. Really come to a nice complete release of the entire body after all that balancing and extended work. If you need, you can always use a blanket or a pillow for extra cushioning and support for your body, your legs, your head, your back, whatever you'd like to do. Stay where you are, but just come back to the awareness of your breath. Just slow, steady breaths as you're relaxing here. Feeling this wonderful connection to the ground beneath you, feeling supported. When we practice balancing postures, sometimes we can feel a little unstable, a little unsupported. And so to regain that sense of connection and stability, a pose like this really allows us to feel the ground. Go ahead and take 5 slow, deep breaths. And as you're breathing in and out, starting to feel a new, revived energy just flowing through your body. Feeling movement return to your body. Subtle movements at first. When you make it to your 5th breath, start moving your body very slowly. Carefully, and roll onto either side of your body, just into a nurturing pose for a moment. Another breath. And with another inhale, use your hands to press yourself up in slow motion to seated. Sitting up nice and tall once you're here. And your arms can just relax down by your side. Your hands can rest on your knees or in your lap. Or you can bring hands to heart center. Go ahead and take one more full breath in and out. Hold in stillness. And as we come to the close of this portion of our journey together, we bow saying, Namaste.